as promised, I'm going to do one more sparring video with the fan. Similar to a regular fan, it's not with sharp ends, which I would not recommend in sparring. So this is more like an improvised weapon, how people started training with the fan. I have the fan, and this guy, my opponent, he has a weapon as well. But it's up to him when he draws that knife. I'm going to try and forget that he even has a knife. Okay, let's keep going.
I proved that if we just take a moment.
Yeah.
Before you took the armbar, I was smashing this in your head. So we're gonna continue one more round.
Probably do that at the start. Nice. So that was a very different outcome and very interesting. So I was mindful that I wanted to keep this one because anything you can use as a shield, if it's in close contact with the knife, it's most likely going to help you. But at the same time, I think I went to the ground when I threw it as a projectile, I'm not sure. But at that point, I just needed to do something to create some kind of moment. But he was very effective, and he would have definitely killed me here with multiple stabs. Alright. Very interesting. This guy's very aggressive. So once more, we ended up in grappling, and the fan is definitely best if you're able to maintain some distance. So like with any kind of weapon, self-defense, real combat, you use it as long as it's useful. Like another potential outcome would be that the fan would break off in two. This didn't happen. But in that case, you would just keep fighting with your bare hands. Very interesting.
Yeah, I would say, I don't want to make this an excuse because Michael is better at grappling at me, I think, or at least to some degree.
I think you're better with the throws and I'm a bit better with the submission.
I have some shoulder pain here, so I was taking it easy. My plan was not to do any grappling today, but I still wanted to push my limits. And yeah, I mean, once you got the choke, it was definitely set for good. I couldn't get in and get out, so yeah,
sure.
Good.
So thank you, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to watch more fan sparring, I'll leave a link to the old video against a karateka. At the time now he's a Jeet Kune Do guy more.
Lad os lige tage en sidste runde så.
Ja. Okay, so we just did one more final bonus round. Very interesting. So he actually got the fan and he did really well. I think to grab a hold of it, I should have done more to prevent that from happening, but that's what happens when you test things for real. I just want to say thanks for watching once more, and I don't know if you want to add anything or that's
one important thing is that now I actually lost a lot of this grappling But one thing that you might not look at or even know is I'm holding back because I got a fan that is made out of wood. So in the first round, I was bashing him. If it was real life, it would be fucked up. And even here in the last rounds, I here got him on the back. I mean, I could hit him with full force. So just because I didn't land any victory in grappling, that doesn't mean it was effective. You must remember, we are holding back here.
There's also more to add. So I don't know, perhaps we got it on camera, but a few of the times when we were standing in clinch, like if it's only Muay Thai, you'll do knees and elbows and stuff like that, which there were a few knees, but more importantly, in terms of Kung Fu, I did a few times stuff like this where, because he was staying still, I could make sure I didn't poke the eyes, but that will also have been very effective, poking the eyes in that situation. So we both had to hold back a little bit, even though it was still an intense experience. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, very interesting, always a great pleasure training with you.
After years of free content, the time has come where I need a helping hand from some of you. You can support me with $3 each month or 5 or 10 for a few extra benefits. Supporting Zen-Dragon via Patreon will probably make no difference to you financially. If you're living hand to mouth, I don't want your money. Then I'd rather you keep them for yourself. Don't worry, I'll be alright. The donations are in place to help cover equipment and other expenses for the channel. Now that I'm also a father, it's more challenging than ever to find the time to create and share free content. But if enough of you support on Patreon, there will come a day where I can cut down my 9-to-5 job, either partially or altogether, which will make it sustainable to continue creating and sharing free content here on YouTube. Even if that does not happen, I'll still continue sharing, but possibly with longer breaks in between. Thanks for listening. Now visit my Patreon, that's patreon.com/Zen-Dragon. I greatly appreciate you for listening and for continually watching Zen-Dragon.